offense jumped out to an early 2-0 lead there. Looked like you guys were going to get things going. What did you see throughout the rest of the game in the at-bats?
I mean, just we got to mount more. I thought we had some guys put together some good at bats. Obviously, Glaber at the top with a few hits. Big G with a big swing. I thought Donaldson had good at bats all night. It was good to see DJ come get a couple hits.
That's our idiot manager. That's what our idiot manager has to say at the end of the game last night. That's what he says. Donaldson had some good at bats. Well, he must have definitely thought Donaldson had some good at bats. You know why? Because Josh Donaldson, there he is, hitting a solid 147 and right in the middle of the damn lineup again tonight. This is the type of crap we're dealing with on a regular basis here with the New York Yankees. And this is why they're now tied for last place. Gwendolyn, my lady, thank you for coming back to the Dog Pound. I appreciate you. Thanks so much, Gwendolyn. That's a good start to the stream anyway. That makes me smile a little bit, having Gwendolyn back in the Dog Pound where she belongs, baby. Going to go off on a bit of a rant here. May clip this into a video as well. I was watching the Reggie Jackson documentary on Amazon Prime. I don't know if any of you guys and girls have seen that yet. It is really good. It was very, very well done. Reggie, obviously, an absolute legend, when it comes to Yankee baseball. And, Reggie had his prime in the 70s. I saw Reggie at the end of his career, so not really understanding the history of baseball when I saw Reggie the first time. I didn't really understand what the big deal was. I saw him, about 1986 in the ALCS with the Angels. That's kind of when I remembered him. And I was like, what's the big deal, But watching that whole thing with Reggie, I got a little lump in my throat. I got a little sad because, Reggie Jackson talks about Yankee tradition. And it shows the history of the Yankees. You got Babe Ruth. It shows Mantle, DiMaggio, Gehrig. And you're talking about Whitey Ford, Yogi Berra, Elston Howard, recently, Jeter, Bernie, Posada, Andy Pettitte, Mariano Rivera. You had Ron Guidry, Chris Chambliss, Bobby Mercer. The list goes on and on and on and on of great Yankee players. And the tradition of Yankee baseball is long gone. Now, Reggie Jackson talks about how he kind of got squeezed out of the Yankee organization thanks to our asshole owner, Hal Steinbrenner, who wouldn't know Yankee tradition if it bit him in the ass. And, I'm tough on the Yankees, and I'm tough on the Yankees for a reason. If you're like me and you just love the history of the Yankees, if you love the history of baseball, if you love the history of sports, you understand what it is to be a Yankee. You understand what it is, what the pinstripes mean in the grand scheme of not just baseball, but sports, and what it meant. You're talking about even George Steinbrenner, okay? Gigantic reason the Yankees are who they are. I'm tough on the Yankees, and it's rare. It's, probably one out of every 50 people, or 60 people, whatever, will say, oh, you're spoiled, why don't you go root for another team? Because one or two things are prevalent with those people that say that to me. Either they're younger fans and they have no idea about the history, what it means to be a Yankee, or number two, they don't appreciate the history of what the New York Yankees are. This is the most successful franchise in the history of sports, not just baseball. 27 world titles, more than any professional team in the history of sports. Yankee tradition meant you went out there every day and gave it your all. There was no, let's settle for this, let's not hustle. It meant something. The pinstripes had a meaning. There was an aura about them. There was an intimidation about them. Reggie Jackson got squeezed out of here talking about how he kind of lost, his connection with the players. He started talking about analytics and all this other bullshit. Reggie Jackson was a guy that would tell you the truth, whether you liked it or you didn't. And the ironic thing is, Reggie moves over to the Astros organization. And what are the Astros doing? Well, guess what? The Astros are winning. They're winning World Series. Why? Because Reggie Jackson was a winner and is a winner no matter where he goes. He was a winner in Oakland. He was a winner in New York. Now he's a winner with Houston. The Yankees lost sight of that somewhere along the way. This is not the Yankees. This is not the Yankees that I know. Last place and just, oh, ho-hum, who cares? We had good at-bats last night. I thought Donaldson had some good swings. Donaldson's hitting fucking 147, and you have him cleaning up. What happened to the New York Yankees? What happened to this team? What the fuck happened to them? This is not Yankee baseball. That's why I get so mad. That's why I hold them to a higher standard. And most people that have the same thought process and lived through what I did, seeing championships, appreciating guys like Mickey Mantle and Joe DiMaggio and Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth, and like I said, the list goes on and on and on and on and on, of great players that went through this organization and great coaches and great managers, Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer, understand that getting into the wild card round is not enough. There was something called Pride of the Yankees. Pride of the Yankees. They made a movie on it. It's about Lou Gehrig. Well, there is no pride here anymore. And that's what ticks me off. I don't give a shit about the logo on the jersey. I don't really care. To me, Yankee tradition, when it came to the jerseys, fell apart when they wore those black jerseys and when they were playing the Dodgers. That should have never happened. That was like the worst weekend in the history of baseball to get away from their traditional jerseys. When they started putting the different things on the New York logo and everything else, at that point, to me, the tradition was gone. I don't care about the patch. I mean, make your money the way you make it. I'm not going to get mad at somebody for making extra money. I mean, a lot of baseball teams do that. But like I said, when the Yankees started changing pinstripes and changing their hats, to me, that's when it kind of went out the window. That's the least of the worries. This team does not have Yankee tradition. It does not have Yankee pride. These players do not have Yankee pride. They don't appreciate what it is to wear this uniform. There is a sign in the locker room when you go out to the field and Yankee Stadium says, "I thank the Lord for making me a Yankee." That was Joe DiMaggio's quote. These guys don't give a damn about what it means to be a Yankee. They only give a damn about getting paid. And it pisses me off to no end. And that's why I'm so hard on this team. It's just that simple. The Reggie Jackson documentary brought all this out. Okay? And I'm like Reggie. That's why I like Reggie. Because I'm going to tell you whether you like it or not. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't give a shit if you don't like it. Sometimes the truth hurts. There's a part in that documentary, Reggie Jackson is looking at Jose Altuve in the box, and we all know how Yankee fans feel about Altuve, but how you feel about it or not, the guy can hit. The guy won a bag tag. The guy won an MVP. The guy's a hitter. Plain and simple. Reggie Jackson tells him, stop trying to hit home runs. He said every time he's in the batter's box, he's trying to hit a home run. And he told him, try hitting the barrel of the bat before you start trying to hit home runs. Now, he's talking to Jose Altuve, not just some scrub that they picked up off the scrap heap like we do. Okay? Reggie Jackson is going to tell you how it is. And the Yankees missed that. The Yankees don't have any muscle. Reggie Jackson was that muscle. Reggie Jackson was that type of player. Reggie Jackson was that guy that's in your face, the intimidating factor. The Yankees used to be intimidating. Now you look at what the hell this team is, and what are you scared of? Aaron Boone? Aaron Boone's a clown. You're scared of little diminutive Brian Cashman, who's not even tall enough to ride the frickin' bumper cars? It's bullshit. Anyway, there's my rant to start it off. Like I said, I'll probably clip that into a video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's get to the game.